Snowing in Cappadocia, Turkey. It's like Christmas.
Departure time is 9:50.
9:50?
Yeah.
50? 15?
No. 9:15. 9:50.
We just ate. Oh, still trying to dig.
Gentlemen, so you must have a good balloon, fire captain. The gentleman Serhan, he was great. He was a guide. He's a very good friend of mine, and he is making a gesture to us. Okay? So what we're gonna do, we are going to come back from the tour around 4 o'clock. I'll give you 1 hour free time for the ones who are going to the Ritualization Museum in Ankara. Besides those potteries, we also found some, and one of their biggest city was Kültepe. Kültepe is 60 miles north of where we are, and also that city called this area during the Phrygian Empire, directed from that city, Kültepe. The ticket office, where the entrance is, we are going to take the steps down, and we are going to come to a room. That room, ladies and gentlemen, was used as the stable of the city. Because when the war is over, they will still need camels and horses. So the first room at the entrance was used for horses. You are going to see some holes on the ground. Those are the place where they place the feed to feed the horses. And then we are going to go one-way direction with one arrow all the way down, with the other colorful arrow all the way upwards. Please do not leave the group when we are touring. And when we start going down, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to see in a wheel, stone wheel. Every level, ladies and gentlemen, every floor was covered by a huge door, which is made of wheel, stone wheel. And why they place doors every floor, every level? To be able to stop their enemies, to slow down. What they do, they hide a few soldiers just behind the wheel. If the Arabs finds the places of the main entrance, so they would like to go forward, then they're going to find the door. They would like to break the door immediately. If they see that they found the door, so they ring the bells in the city. So everybody starts moving forward from first to second, second to third, third to fourth. Then from the last floor, they close all the doors, all levels, all floors, and then they use the tunnel. They go to the next city, and they come out from there if it is necessary. And those enemies, when they find the gate, Then what happens? When they find the gate, there are some soldiers looking at who are responsible, looking after the ladies and the children inside the underground city. Those soldiers are waiting behind the door with their arrows, so they try to slow down, stop their enemies. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a tunnel and we're going to see a church. That church capacity is around 40 people. And you're going to see a platform. That's the platform where they place this portable statue of Jesus Christ. And also, every floor they had one church. Of course, when 3,000-4,000 people use the city, of course everything, the life is limited. So that's why they were sharing. For instance, the ones who are living on the first floor has to share that church. The one on the first floor. The ones who are living on the second floor has to share the church in the second. They do have a kind of a timetable using the rooms of the city. After seeing the church, you are going to see little rooms on both sides of the tunnel. Those are all living quarters where people were living. Very small room for one lady, 2 kids. No luxury, ladies and gentlemen. They are using those underground city. If they don't, they will die outside. So no luxury, nothing. Then we are going to come down. Second floor, where you are going to see a winery. So there are a lot of big holes this time on the walls. Those holes for to keep grapes. As I told you yesterday, 13 degrees Celsius is the best temperature to keep the wine. So they are on those holes, very dark holes, they were keeping grapes, and in that room they were making wine. Then we will be passing to the third floor, where you are going to see the storage of the city, where they store potato. Nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, when I say potato, you might say that potato is a new world crop, which is not. Because, again, recently, in one of the city, when the dig going on, we found a shopping list of an aristocrats. And they dated the shopping list, it is roughly 2,000 years old. And there are a lot of things to buy. One of the items was potato. Till that time period, all the historians, professors were thinking that potato came to Europe after Columbus, after the invention of America. Am I correct?
Yes.
It is same as pineapple. Normally, for instance in Turkey, the only thing which doesn't grow in this country is pineapple. But when you go to Ephesus, Pergamum, Aphrodisias, you can see the fountain decorations. They use only fruit, mango and pineapple, which means they had pineapples that time period. The climates were different. So at the storages they store all kind of food which is needed for the city for 6 months. Sometimes they were staying 4 months, sometimes they were staying 6 months, sometimes a year. And the air percentage, level, pressure was same every level. So when you go down all the way down to 8th floor, the pressure to the human body was same as first floor. And also, ladies and gentlemen, then we are going to pass from the third to the fourth floor, and on the way in the tunnel, on the left hand side of the tunnel, you're going to see a ventilation system. They always keep water on the bottom part of the ventilation system. Why? It is dark, and when the enemies find the entrance of the ventilation system, for them not to understand that that is the ventilation system, they keep water on the bottom. For people to think that it's a valve, to cheat them. And then we will be coming to the fourth, the bottom level, and then we will start taking the steps all the way up. And the last thing before we leave, you're going to see the kitchen. Again, they had a timetable to eat inside the city. The capacity of the kitchen was roughly 80 people. 80 can eat together. And then another 80, then another 80. So that was the official kitchen of the underground city. Ladies and gentlemen, in Cappadocia region, the ones that we've found so far, 24 underground city. There are 24. This is the one that we are seeing because it's easy to pass from the tunnels. I have to make a warning, ladies and gentlemen. If you are claustrophobic, number one. Number two, if you are having heart problems when you go to a small room covered, so it's better you to stay on the bus. I have to do the warnings. How tall? In some points, ladies and gentlemen, in some points you have to bend down. The heights of the tunnels. Tufa, you make a room. You have to throw all the dirt, stone, broken pieces outside. So you need the space for them as well. And this is the room for the animals. That's why you can see the little holes on the ground level for horses to feed the animals. As long as, first, they pay attention to the arrow, the color. We are going to use red arrow to go all the way down. When groups comes behind of us, they will be pushing us.
Yeah.
Okay? Right. Because of the claustrophobic situation. So normally we're not allowed to guide inside the sections one by one. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the church. Please come in. Come in. This is the church, ladies and gentlemen, where they placed the portable statue of Jesus Christ right over here. And as long as somebody comes, they move. They take their belongings. What do they use to heat? They burn wood, but in limited parts of the city, not everywhere. They cannot because of the oxygen, and plus the smoke. The speciality of the tufa stone, the tufa observes the smoke. The smoke never comes out. That's why you see black substance, the black smoke on the ceilings. I'm going to answer your question on the second step.
And for light?
The average height during the Roman Empire was 5 feet, 5 inches. 5 feet, 5 inches. And also, what do they do with the sewage? Everything. Like the ventilation system that we are going to see at the last, that was another deep hole. So where they store everything, and daily they cover it with soil because of the not malaria, typhus.
Dysentery.
Was it typhus or cholera?
Chlora.
Soil. The whole sewage. Yeah. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, used as the storage. It is 2 floor. It has 2 floors. We're on the 2nd floor. There's another floor underneath. They store in each room different crop.
Right.
And also, that was a tunnel which links this one into the kitchen. We're on the 2nd floor. So they use the storage to take the food to send it directly to the kitchen.
On the way out, we are going to see the kitchen from a different tunnel. Okay, but it was linked once upon a time. This way.
Watch your